Hello, today is November 28th and I wanted to show you what is still alive in my garden now that it's the end of November. This is probably the first time I've ever done a November garden tour because it usually looks like this. There's not a lot of green growing, there's a lot of brown, but I show you the rest of the year. So if you were curious, the difference between the October garden tour and the November garden tour, this is the video for that. If you've seen the October one, there is a huge difference because these beds were full of many green plants and now it's not so much. So this should be a quick tour because there's not much here. This you can see, I did a video earlier about amending this bed. The stuff coming up in here is the, what are they called? Alfalfa pellets. There are a lot of stray dogs and cats that love to run through here, and when you put down fresh soil, for some reason, they just love that. They love to dig in it, so whatever, you know. I'm not planting anything here. It's gonna get mixed through anyway throughout the winter and when I plant next spring, so it's just not the prettiest, but it works. All we have growing here is, looks like 2 lone scallion plants. Over here in this next bed is lots of leaves that have fallen. I don't know what this is. Probably going to pull it out from now on whenever I see it appear because it just never bloomed and I don't like the look of it. Looks like we still have an echinacea plant. My suspicion is that this is chicory, and then little lettuces over here. Lettuce actually does really well in very cold temperatures. I do have a row of scallions, but they are tired. They are not doing the greatest. Cool thing about scallions, I always talk about this, is they grow well in colder temperatures. So they actually, even though they don't look happy, they do stay alive and green for most of the winter. It's not, I think it's like January and February when I stop harvesting from them and just waiting for them to come back in March because they just get too terrible looking. Here's this bed. There's nothing in here but weeds and random plants. I do have some parsley that's still growing. I think this is a little flower that's trying to come up, and I believe, I don't know, they kind of look like garlic to me. Isn't that crazy? Huh. That one and that one look like garlic. I don't know. These little thin ones, I believe, are baby scallions because I know I threw a bunch of little scallion seeds in this bed. So shoot, we'll see what happens. See what comes to fruition in the spring. There's that bed. Here's this one. This one's kind of funny. See all these little tiny leaves? That's arugula. Remember the whole big patch of arugula that was in here? Well, it's trying to come back already, but I don't think it's going to get very tall. We'll see what it does next year. Look at that. That might be a carrot. That is an arugula plant that is dying. Scallions, of course. More scallions. Rosemary, I actually just harvested off of that and used it in dinner yesterday. These are carrots. Moving to the next bed. You can see the brown that I need to take out of here. I really need to clean this up. But these dead plants are, what are they called? Cosmos. It's not gonna let you see them. Back here are zinnias that need to be taken out. We have kale that's still alive. Different lettuces that are still alive. Carrots that are still green, but they look kind of sad. I do need to take all the carrots out of the garden before they go bad. Scallions. Some more something over there. Another cosmos plants. Look at all these seeds. But all those little black on there are seeds. I'm gonna scatter them here and there. This other back bed over here. This is full of cosmos plants. I don't know, I can see it right here, but I'm looking at the screen and the video, I don't know, it's just not doing a good job showing it. But there's a lot of different cosmos plants in here. I need to take them all out, save the seed. We do still have some green carrots back here. Again, I need to take those out. These are dead zinnias that I'm going to scatter the seeds. But man, look at all the leaves everywhere. Lots of leaves, lots of leaves. So I just showed you that side of the garden and this bed. So in this bed, we still have some calendula that has a little flower. But there's a calendula and just some random stuff in here. That is thyme over there. Thyme does really well when it's cold. These over here, see, these are bachelor buttons, but they are not going to live through the winter. So just, again, stuff here and there that I'm just letting go because it's still green, but I don't have high hopes for it. Stuff's just, it's gonna die. The winters here in Kansas get cold enough that stuff doesn't survive the whole winter. In here, the only thing we have are oddball bachelor button plants. That's a little echinacea. This, I believe, is a little scallion plant. There's another one over here. So, same thing, empty bed, random stuff growing. Here is the basil patch. These are all dead. I need to remove them. There are some green leaves in here. They look like yellow beets to me. And then over here we have some carrots. So, some weeds in there too. Not a lot going on. This is my best bed right now because these are all plants that do well when it's cold. This arugula needs to be removed. Looks terrible. This was chives. You can see the yellow. They're done. So again, I'll have to remove the yellow out of there. But lots of lettuce in here that's just growing, doing fine. Lots of different colors. Pretty cool. Just all over, lots of lettuce. And it has gotten down into the 20s numerous nights. Like, I can't count them anymore. It's happened so often. So it hasn't really gotten below 20 yet, but many nights have been in the 20s. So now we know that most everything dies when temperatures get down into the 20s. Look at, see over there? The lettuce is being naughty and not growing in its bed. So what else do we have over here? Thyme. I harvest from this weekly, all the time. And it just keeps growing. It's like a big old blanket on the ground, and I love it. You can see the oregano looks gorgeous. That mint looks terrible. It's not handling the cold, it's gonna die. But look at this oregano. It's just thick and dark green. Like, it doesn't even care. It's like 20 degrees. Pff, who cares? I'm still alive and thriving. Look at all this. Just a big old, can you see? Like, all of that. And I keep cutting it back, so if you want something that just grows and grows, oregano. So there's that bed. This bed by the house, nothing in it. Doing good. Yeah, there's nothing going on over here. Maybe some garlic. We'll see how they do in the spring. But that's about it. And then I don't even want to show you the bed next to the fence. It's just terrible. But I will, because this is a garden tour video. You can see all the stuff I haven't taken care of yet. But everything's brown. See, lots of plants that I need to take out. Cosmos. These big old sunflower plants that I need to remove. Lots of leaves everywhere. big old sunflower plant that fell over, and you can just see all the seed pods in there. That was jaguar marigolds, and I am definitely going to save / scatter those seeds because they are gorgeous. I love them. We do have some green plants over here, bachelor button, and that flower that I still haven't found the name for, but it's usually purple. They scattered their own seed and went ahead and decided to grow, even though it's not spring yet. So that's about the only green I have in this bed. Here's a bunch of those other flowers. That one's white, although they do come as purple. But it's pretty neat. I have a window right here. That's my kitchen window. So it's nice to look out here and see that there's still some green in the garden. Down here, it's mostly weeds and plants that I need to take care of all the way down there. So, yeah, that's about it. That's what's growing in my garden in November. We still have some stuff that's up and alive, mostly this bed right here. But here we go, you guys. We're getting into winter. It's been a great season. Thanks for coming along and being so supportive of my videos, watching me. I don't know a whole lot, you know. We're learning together. It's been fun. So I don't know how many more videos I'm going to film after this one. We'll see. If I just happen to do like some work back here, taking out this stuff, you know, cleaning up the beds, mending the beds, I'll probably film that stuff. But usually about this time, I don't have a lot of motivation to get out here and work. So we'll see. You and I both will see together how many videos I can keep producing over the winter. But again, thank you. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.